Okay. Thank you, Michael. Gene, our...
The mic's on?
Yes. Well, Mr. President, as you know, we've been dealing with the sign ordinance for quite a while now. I brought a couple things here with me today, and they're just very simple. I'm not going to get into it too deep, but this one's from September the 4th, 2005, from Ted Streeter. And part of it, I was just asking, now that the Planning Commission has shot down approval of revisions to the ordinance, I really need to go forward in some manner. This is 2005. And the answer was pretty much, well, however, as with other government functions, nothing happens rapidly, and that's an understatement. I'm only one of 9 council persons. I cannot take it upon myself to meet with our solicitors to initiate ordinance changes without a decision on the part of council, blah, blah, blah. Right? Let's fast forward about 2 years. May '07. My attorney sent a letter to Harry, and it's a follow-up to recent communications. We discussed the ordinance. Says Mr. Golden is willing to work collaboratively with the borough to address these issues as a means of avoiding potential litigation. The issues relating to the sign ordinance have been pending for some time, and we believe it's important to have a fixed time frame for resolving the issues. It goes on to say, that we're asking for, well, at the time he was asking for any meeting minutes, notes, proposed revisions, any other documents relating to potential revisions of the ordinance. That says that I am willing to cooperate in developing proposed revisions to the sign ordinance and to address the concerns which I have raised. And then a follow-up about a month later, and it was just saying that please let me know as soon as possible whether the borough is agreeable to proceeding as outlined in my correspondence. And it says Mr. Golden is anxious to move forward, and if we cannot come to terms as to how to proceed amicably, I need to move forward with the filing of lawsuit. Please let me know the borough's position at your earliest convenience. Well, May '07, this is May '09 coming up real soon. Harry and I met, well, after May 23rd '07, Harry and I met July 12th '07. That's the last time that we actually had any kind of anything going on with this. And then, I believe it was January, when I met with Mr. Butterfield, or when we were supposed to meet. As a matter of fact, after November, we kind of got together, and then we were supposed to meet in January. Sarah was supposed to set up some meetings. Nothing ever happened. What are we supposed to do? You're worrying about snow ordinances. You're worrying about noise ordinances. And I don't think anybody has a noise ordinance that might be a potential lawsuit. So why is it that 4 years later, we haven't moved one bit? And I just looked at the, I just printed it out, the sign ordinance that I worked on, and it looked like somebody colored it with crayons, I believe somebody said. It has several colors to it, and they're so things are a little bit easier to understand, and my notes and other notes. It's only 12 pages long, 12 single-sided pages long. That's all there is to this whole sign ordinance. It is not brain surgery. It's a very simple thing to work on. I'm not sure why it's bogged down, but I'm getting really tired. If I have to come back next month, I will be bringing my attorneys with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Go down the line, Stacy.
Okay.
Yes. State your name and where you're from.
My name is Carol Miller. I live here in Gettysburg Borough. At the last Borough Council meeting, a rather awkward situation arose. After reading a recent article in the press, a council member was inquiring about the intentions of another council member. After some discussion, it appeared to me that a council member began to interrogate a member of the press who was present in the audience. Members of the press routinely report on council meetings and oftentimes interview members of council away from Borough Hall. This is their job. This direct and demanding questioning by a council member aimed at a member of the press was uncomfortable and most of all, I think, inappropriate. I even recall someone commenting, well, this is awkward. Members of the press are in no position to answer to members of Borough Council. I feel an apology is due to the member of the press by the Borough Council member who is responsible for this inappropriate behavior.
I don't know who that council member is that you're referring to.
Please don't ask me to do that in public.
Okay. Anyone have a comment? Okay. Kathy? No? You sure? All right. We will move to Mayor Troxel.